This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First down, it's White. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, a run with Carter. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
White's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards gets that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They snap it to Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. White. His throw incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now White steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw, White. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but conditioning up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's White. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fourth down, White. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing is Smith. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Johnson to return it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Down inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Bawden as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, Smith. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot here before break. Smith. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Block at the man in motion. On 4th down, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Block at the man in motion. From the 29, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
19 right.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Touchdown! Will Dissly, 28 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now White with a first down throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. White looks to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 57 Mike, Mike 57. I don't even know why this team showed up. Show it up, show it up. Check 37.
Now Gino on first down, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Now White throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Here's White. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. White. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now White. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. White. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. From the shotgun, here's White. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 2nd and goal, White escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in